Check 1, 2. Oh yeah, check 1, 2. Stream is in excellent health. Here we go. Wow! Look at these guys. Okay, so we ain't got the greatest gear, do we here, bud? Oy.
Don't let the sentries see you.
We about to raid this bandit base. You were? You came in a good time. I just fired her up probably 2 minutes ago, and we already got some alife 1.0. Fairness, this is kind of so. But it's a really good opportunity to see how the AI works in these older games.
Look,
This is Stalker
we've
Call
got
of
these here
Pripyat.
artifacts, and we can get more of them. In exchange, we're looking for weapons and some good equipment.
You know that I've got whatever duty's got, so weapons and equipment are not a problem.
How
All my
about that
stuff is
audio,
top
though?
quality, no doubt about it.
Well, that clears things up. Take them down.
Yeah! Woo! That's veteran mode for you. Got smoked immediately. I gotta be smarter. Coming from Stalker 2 and how arcadey everything feels.
Don't let the sentries see you.
What have you got? Show me.
Look, we've got these here artifacts.
Alright,
and
I
we
bet
can get
you
more of them.
a $20
In
Steam gift
exchange,
card
We're looking for
that
weapons
I don't die
and
this
some
time.
good equipment.
You know that I've got whatever duty's got, so weapons and equipment are not a problem. All my stuff is top quality, no doubt about it.
Well, that clears things up. Take them down.
Stop pushing me, man. Stop pushing me, man. Oh, God.
Граната!
Oh, I almost died.
Бля, я маслину поймал!
Frick. Bro's in a full-blown exo, man. Alright, now we gotta loot this. Bro, you just killed my bro, man. We gotta loot before these guys come in here and loot everything. Shit, dude, they're still alive? Wait a minute, something happened, because now the loners hate me.
Помогите!
Yeah, dude, I accidentally shot the shit out of the loners. We can't have that. Alright,
Don't let the
last
sentries
try.
see you.
I don't know how I shot the loners, man. That's,
What have you got? Show
weird.
me.
Look, We've got these here artifacts, and we can get more of them. In exchange,
I was
we're
wondering
looking for
why.
weapons and some good equipment.
Felt like
You know that
all
I've got
guns were
whatever
on
loot
me.
he's got, so weapons and equipment are not a problem. All my stuff is top
So
quality,
here we
no doubt
have
about it.
bandits
Well,
working with
that clears
mercs,
things
working
up.
with duty.
Take them down.
Bandits working with mercs, working with duty. That's a good idea. Oops. I do not want binoculars. I don't want a bolt. Bro, you better back up or you're gonna get that. Alright, let's not shoot our buddies. Ooh, I almost did. Unless that was a bandit. Dude, that guy is pretty kitted, eh? Run! Hey, man, get out of my... Oh, God, dude. I just broke you guys' eardrums. Ha I didn't realize I had a shotgun on me.
Есть! Прикрываю!
Hell yeah. Alright, so these guys, if I... watch this. They'll start looting bodies. So we gotta get on this. We want all the good. So take note what I leave here on the bodies. Actually, we'll leave all this stuff other than the Hercules. Just to show you. These guys will strip these bodies clean, man. I'll leave that AK there. I'll just put it in dude's body. I'm taking that, though. Alright. Now how the... That's... Ooh, you know what? Now how the weapon condition and armor condition stuff works in these older games, essentially anything below 2 bars, the vendors will not take. So Stalker 2 is a lot more lenient in these older games when it comes to what these guys will take. There ain't anybody left to loot bodies. Interesting. Where the hell did everybody go? Well, the good thing is, I just wanted to finish up this quest here. And then we're going off in the open world here. To show alife 1.0 and all of its action. Alright, this guy. Guaranteed about to fucking start stuffing his pockets full. He could prove me wrong. Stuff your pockets, bro. Do it for me! I don't know if they will because this is a quest. don't want to waste too much time here. But it would have been nice to get that footage. But I am kind of relying on scripted events here. Which is probably not a good thing. So we'll scrap that. We'll head out in the open world where I know for certain how things work. Alright, so we pull up our PDA here. Oh, I gotta talk to this guy. That's why shit's not happening. We're still kind of in the quest. Where's he at? Upstairs? What's up, homie? You're not my guy? Bam. Yeah, now see, they're gonna go on down there and start picking these bodies clean. Come on down! Yep, that guy's already looting. So,
Hey, bro.
it would have been... Yeah, see, all that shit's gone. And this is vanilla COP, so when you hear people say, oh, that's just an Anomaly mod thing, or that's just a Gamma thing, that never happened in the old games, that's bullshit. It absolutely did happen in the older games, and that's the footage that I'm grabbing today. So, other than these guys getting absolutely stuck inside the doorway, we're gonna watch this greedy bastard. One of these greedy bastards. I mean, it's up to you guys. I could jack around and wait for them to take this whole fat thing of loot. Or we could leave. I mean, we already seen them pick this body clean. They're a little slow. Where'd this other guy go?
The boss is over there. Go talk to him.
See, and I was hoping that I could talk to that guy, because once they loot the body, because you can trade with basically anybody that will talk to you. Once they loot the body and then you go to trade, you actually see that shit that was on the guy's body in his inventory. Now, what they do with that stuff, I don't know. I don't think that they can physically take it to traders. I don't think it's that in-depth. However, they certainly take it somewhere. I don't really know where. So you'll actually find these guys dead most of the time, and they'll have a shit ton of loot on them. I mean, here this guy's about to pick this guy clean. So you seen what was there. Once he stands up, we'll look at that body again. Taking his grand old time. I think he already did. Yeah, see? Gone. Everything's... I mean... I don't really know what he's doing. He's probably pretty excited.
Talk to the boss if you need something.
So, I mean, that really just kind of showcases... Just, I mean, it's something small. But just something like that adds immersion to the game. And some kind of tension, too. Because if you... are out in the open world and you help a group of stalkers kill, I don't know, a group of bandits, and you got like 8 bandit bodies laying on the ground and, you know, 4 or 5 allies with you, you gotta loot fast, man, because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on some shit. So with that out of the way, I did get this stash from that quest, so we might as well see what's in here. But we're going to actually go out into the open world, and we're going to follow these NPCs around. And what you can actually do in Call of Pripyat is ask them what they're doing. They'll tell you what they're doing, and then you can ask to tag along. So that's exactly what we're going to do. It must be on the roof. How I get up there is another question entirely. Oh, you know what? It's right here. I'm an idiot. Bam. Also, in these older games... Oh, damn, I'm overweight. GSC hides stuff in a lot of weird spots. Like, right here, that's a monolith symbol. So what that tells me is there's a monolith stash somewhere around this area. So if we... Yep, right there it is. It looks like I can only grab it from this. Bam. Stash found. So they really do, you could tell that these older games are a lot more, handcrafted. A lot more handcrafted, a lot more attention to detail. Now I have a lot of stuff on me. Can't do anything with that. That should put me under. No, I'm still over. By 0.6 pounds. Shoot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start making our way back to... We're in Zatan right now. Zatin, however you want to call it. We're gonna go to the ship. And from there, a lot of stalkers like to hang around this area. So we'll end up linking up with a group. We'll follow them on whatever journey they get into. I mean, we might even run into a group on the way. Who knows? Chances are we probably will. Also, oh man, I'm broke. What I basically did here is go to load game here. Like, everything, this is beat. Game's beat. But I went the whole way back to here and loaded a save towards the beginning of the game. For anybody that hasn't seen these older games, too, this is probably pretty interesting. A pretty interesting look into the, I guess you could say where it all came from. The fuck is this guy doing? Ew, I remember this. I'm gonna have to put this guy down. I knew I'd be exposed.
I knew I'd be
eventually.
exposed eventually. I'm sure you have many questions.
Not hiding it anymore. It's no use. You know that it was me who killed Grouse. Same with Danila and the other missing stalkers. He's a hemoglobin addiction. He likes blood, basically. There's no getting rid of it. Sometimes you feel like a whole month drinking a drop of blood, blah, 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 blah. So he was a surgeon at one time, and that's how he was getting his blood. I gotta put him down, I guess. Or he's gonna put himself down. Dump that pistol. He's got some serious meds on him, eh? So there's Grouse. Just absolutely munching on him. If we got any other evidence to take back to Buttchagsville. No sirree, Bob. Bob. So this ship right here in front of us, you played Stalker 2 long enough to get to Zatan, you'll know that Beard is in this ship originally. Well, in the older games, he's not. Actually, this ship is more or less kind of just like a temporary hangout for bandits. So, Stalker 2, the roles got reversed. The bandits ended up taking the better ship, whereas Beard got forced to the shitty ship. And both ships don't look nearly as comfortable and, what's the word for it? Something happened here. Yeah, see, if you find a dead body in these older games, there's hardly ever going to be any loot on them because they've already been looted, picked clean by other stalkers. So as you can see, this is where Beard is in Stalker 2. This entire ship. But here, it's not developed whatsoever. You know, this top floor's got some electricity, campfire. Generally at night is when you'll see people hanging out here, or during an emission. But other than that, people are out doing shit, man. Like, you're not gonna find a bunch of stalkers just hanging out indoors. You know, they're not, hermits in these older games. They're always doing stuff. Like, an offline NPC in these older games doesn't mean that you disappeared. It means that you are currently roaming the zone, doing something. But the player just can't see you doing it. So right here we got maybe some zombies. Now those are actual people. Let's see if we can ask them to tag along. Doesn't seem like they're really doing anything special right now.
Whoa.
Hanging out.
I'm all ears. I don't get paid to listen to your shit.
We will 100% find somebody to tag along with. I need to take care of this stamina issue. Stamina. I said stamina. Typical Jimmy Chang shit. Don't worry about it. Right next to what? Dude, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what I was talking about. So here is where Sultan is in Stalker 2. But Beard owns this ship in Call It Pripyat, which Stalker 2 takes place right before the, right after, rather, the events of Call It Pripyat. So Sultan's generally set up right here, which interestingly enough, here he is. And they're warring, not warring like out in the open, but he's conniving behind the scenes silently to overtake this ship. And you as the player can help him do that. Which, canon, obviously, by playing Stalker 2, that's what ended up happening.
Stalker AI. Stalker солдат. Куда чешешь? Ты чё, мужик? Охренел? Это ж военная тайна. Эй, не горячись, ну не знал. А чё несёшь-то такое тяжелое? Весь вспотел.
So Al,
What are you?
still here,
A
but
statue?
as you can see, this
You got
room is
something
not
spilled
nearly
in-
as developed as it is in Stalker 2. So we're gonna sell... I mean, I don't have a... I don't know what I have in this save yet, to be honest with you. That's probably it. Got anything? What? Okay, so I still have a shitty detector, so I might as well buy this. So for people that are just now joining, we're in Call It Pripyat, and I have loaded a very old save. And we're just kind of going around the zone and hanging out with stalkers. Follow them around, asking them if we can tag along. So right now, we're going to go ahead and stash some stuff. Interesting. Wonder why... I have no idea what I was doing in this save, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's take more rounds here. Let's ditch those. I don't need all these shotgun rounds. Definitely don't need all these grenades. Now, this PDA, I can hang on to it and take it to Jupiter with me, which is the smart thing, or I can give it to Al. Now, what you do with that will have drastic implementation. Dude, no English much. Drastic issues. Come on, Jimmy Chang. Dude, I'm not firing on all cylinders today, if you haven't noticed. Alright, so here we go. We got our detector. I guess let's go ahead and fix our stuff here with Arden. Which... Has anybody found this guy in Stalker 2 yet? Because the lore is based on the good ending of Call of Pripyat. What he does is he goes to Yanov to set up shop with the forget the guy's name out in Yanov, and they were just gonna make like a super tech shop, which I was expecting to see that in Stalker 2, but I haven't found this dude. This guy's an alcoholic. Drastic implications. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Free bus. So, I don't even think I need to repair this, because I already have one inside my chest. He is too cool for Stalker 2, which is unfortunate, because I, cured his alcohol. And he's super fucking thankful for it. So we're just gonna run this AK until it's dead, I guess. Dude, if you follow any of my videos, man, my pronunciation is terrible, dude. Absolutely terrible. It's embarrassingly bad. For a lot of words. Which I openly wear that on my sleeve. I do care. But at the same point in time, I mean, it's kind of part of my MO. It's kind of part of me.
Howdy ho!
Alright, let's dump this old shitty echo detector here. And then let's go out into the wastes. Now, we might actually be able to find somebody in this ship to tag along with. Realistically, we just want to find a group and we're going to ask them what they're doing.
Некоторые вещи его удивили, некоторые возмутили, а некоторые вещи у него украли.
Obviously, he's just chilling. It's a bad person.
I'm listening.
Hey, bro.
Концентраты, блин, сплошные. А дома-то как было?
Talk to the boss.
Nah,
I'm
not
more
talking to the
into
boss.
shooting.
Hey, bro.
Alright, so I guess we could... What do I have here? Do I have maps on me? It's definitely fake, Joey. I mean, I hate to, Interesting. I must not have the maps on me. I hate to be that guy, dude. I really do. I kind of feel like I'm just being nothing but negative towards Stalker 2. Ultimately, I'm just a huge Stalker fan in general, and I just see so much untapped potential in that game. And for me personally, I mean, as you can see, I don't know if the dates show. They do. So here, look at this. These two were for footage, but right here was the date that I finished up Call of Pripyat. Right here. Evacuation helicopter takeoff. If you played this game, you know that that's the last mission. I finished this on 11/17 of 2024. So my point is, this game was super fresh, which this was the second playthrough of COP that I've went through. It was super fresh. All the mechanics, all the alife stuff was super fresh in my head when I went to Stalker 2. So I immediately seen the cracks. Now, see, these guys didn't just spawn out of nowhere. These guys are quite literally persistent, and they're roaming the world here. Now, if we wait long enough, one of these guys is going to come down, shoot this bandit in the head, and then loot his body.
Кореш, помоги!
Pripyat.
Бля, я маслину поймал!
I'm gonna wait for this guy to get down here, because honestly, I should be able to ask these guys if I can follow him
Talk
around.
to the boss if you
Not
need
the boss.
something.
It's generally the groups out in the open world that you're able to ask what they're up to, and then ask if you can tag along. Now here, what you just seen there was some stuttering. That is an X-ray problem, man. X-ray's engine is notorious for stutters. It's just all around not a great engine.
Не расходиться, ждем.
Pripyat.
Парни, не
So see, these
расслабляемся.
guys are looting bodies. He's guarding him while he loots this body.
Не расходиться, ждем.
Which, who is the boss?
Speak to the boss.
You the boss guy?
Возможно, еще не все.
Apparently not. Now you see what's here. Once he
Так,
loots this
мужик,
guy, we're gonna have
чего ж там
nothing,
у
so I
тебя?
might as well take that quick. Now this, just something so simple, man, is... It would go such a long way, so bam, gone. Such a long way for Stalker 2, I feel. Gone. Absolutely looted bodies, which, you know, the loot goblins I see in the comments are like, oh, well, why would I want, you know, NPCs looting bodies? Well, dude, because it's immersive, man. A, it's immersive. It's what would actually happen in real life. Like, these people aren't just gonna kill... That's what Stalker's all about, man. It's a hard life out here. People... I mean, it's quite literally in the Stalker acronym. So, look at this. Shit, if he would stop walking. What are you up to? Nothing special, just traveling, going to head up to the hill east of... Fucking stop walking, homeboy. So I could have asked to go with, now he changed his fucking mind because he's just taking it easy. Because he got to his destination. You guys probably seen that quick, but he said he was heading up the hill east of the ship, which here we are. This is where he was going. So now he's here, so now he's taking it easy is what he tells me. So he wouldn't have been a good guy to ask to tag along with because he quite literally went from there to here. And now we got dogs, so these guys are gonna end up panicking here. Some of them might even die. Actually, they all might die. They'll try to save their life. Oh, this guy's gonna healing. Yep, they're all dead. So, I mean, this was a good group of stalkers at the end of the day, man. They were good dudes, and unfortunately, the zone always wins. Good old Fredya Ninja, which I ran into this guy a little earlier down there at the ship. Inside the ship, rather. So if he would have just stayed in the ship, alive, right? Very unfortunate turn of events for this guy. Actually, his whole fucking friggin' squad. So look at this. This guy's loaded with loot because he looted those bandits down there. So everything that they loot, they end up obviously having on their body when they die. Or you can ask them to trade and you'll directly see that loot that they just picked up. So we got one more guy that died. That was a group of 3. Oh, he's right here. Unfortunate. Because sometimes when they go down, you have time to pump a stim in them, just like in Stalker 2. But these guys just got absolutely chewed up. And the game's not going to spawn somebody back in to replace these guys. Like, as people die, you know, the zone just becomes emptier. I mean, it's not going to go full-blown empty, so take that kind of with a grain of salt. Like, the spawns do happen in these older games, but they're so sparse and spread out and way far away from the player that the player never even sees it going on. They don't even know that it's happening.
I'm listening.
Yep,
Hello.
100% Joey.
Well, good luck to you.
And in fact, when you do the
Welcome aboard our swamp.
shh, calm down,
icebreaker.
Beard. When you go do the mission to get to Pripyat,
What are?
and you have to go down through the tunnels and you take the whole squad, what I generally do is I take better weapons. So whatever weapons they like to use, I'll take with me and I'll drop it on the ground, and then they end up picking it up.
That's right. Get on out of here.
I do definitely feel like there's some
Hey,
kind
bro.
of back-end limitations going on with
Howdy
UE5.
ho.
I don't know if it's directly tied to just being a seamless open world and they're trying to find a balance. What am I suffering from? Already poisoning. Because it's definitely a lot harder for them to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish with an open world setting. Because if I pull my PDA up here, Call of Pripyat was only 3 maps here. We got Pripyat itself, we got Jupiter, and we have Zatan. Zatin, however you want to pronounce that. When I leave Zatin and I go down to Jupiter, for instance, everybody in Zatan becomes offline. And now that I'm down here in Jupiter, everybody in Jupiter becomes online. So that loading screen between these two maps is what really allows GSC to get alife working. All systems go, fully functional. Whereas right now in Stalker 2, it kind of works like a bubble around the player, which in 1.1, it seems like they've increased said bubble. But if you really look hard enough, and to be honest with you, you don't even really have to look that hard, you see the cracks pretty quickly. Really start to see how far that distance is, which in my...
And if you find any artifacts, and see what we can do.
It's not even consistent, because I've gotten the NPCs to despawn as little as 250 meters, but then outside of that, I've also been able to have them stay in the game all the way up to 400 meters. So I think it just depends on how intensive that area is. I came up here to see what's going on. It looks like they just got in a fight with some boars. Now,
Put that shooter away,
See?
then we'll talk.
Listen to that. That's something you don't see in Stalker 2. In fact, if I got real close to him, he'd fucking pistol whip me in the head. Keeping my gun out like that.
If you need something, the boss is over there.
I'm gonna go sleep, just so you guys have a better viewing experience here. I don't want to play at night for you guys, but we do have access to night vision in this game. In fact, we have 3 different tiers of night vision. We have Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. So Gen 1 is kind of fuzzy. It's not very clear. Gen 2 is a little better, and then Gen 3 is just super clear. And another thing that we have is binoculars, which these binoculars, for anybody who hasn't played these games, I will show you how they work here once I find these bandits again. Essentially, once you, man, I lost them. There they are. So see, it kind of scans enemies, and it'll show you what they are. So yellow is neutral. So you're basically able to scout. See, I heard about that, Joey. I'm not a expert. In fact, I just found out last night that... What did I find out last night? Oh, that GSC actually completely shut down for a little bit. Like, the whole studio closed. And then they, which would actually explain a lot. It would explain the 15-year hiatus. They only came out with one game that I know of in between then, which was a complete departure from Stalker. Now, there is obviously still some devs from these older games working at GSC. I just don't know.
Hello. What brings you to our
You can tell. What was I doing sleeping? You can tell that, you know, there is some fan service being served up. 100%. What time is it? It is... That'd be... Sleep for about 7 hours. Nah, we'll sleep first. Wait, we have the whole... But you can tell that they served up some fan service, is what I was getting at. Because there's so many original characters in Stalker 2. And not only is there original characters, a lot of their lore carried from these original games into Stalker 2. And it's nice to see, but at the same point in time, outside of just the nostalgic locations and outside of the nostalgic locations and the characters, I mean, that's really it. That's all you really get with the original Stalker experience, because I feel like the gameplay, the AI, alife in general, it's just not there. I don't feel like it's on par with these older games. Now, what we could do, so I can show off some more stuff, is we'll just fast forward a little bit here. Where should I? Okay. We'll do this because right now I don't have Jupiter open in the saves that I selected, and I have to do a lot. Like, I gotta still go to Krug Complex, kill all those bloodsuckers. Whereas now I have free reign of these two maps. And based on what I'm seeing in my gear, we should still have plenty of squads roaming around here. Okay. Yeah. Jupiter is going to be the easier, And I gotta get down here so these guys don't die. I'm gonna follow these guys around. Oh, no way, dude. There's no way these guys are surviving. That's a lot of mutants. Hell, I'm probably gonna die, dude. Really, the goal is to follow a squad around. I want to find a squad following them around. But I want to do it the legit way. I want to ask them what they're doing first. I bet you can, man. I feel like UE5 is a good engine at the end of the day. It's just I don't feel like any developers have really got to figure it out. Now, does it have problems? Absolutely. One thing I have noticed consistently with Unreal Engine 5 is micro-stutters in every single game. Specifically in transitions of spots. So going from, I don't know, a town out into the open world and open world out in the town. Obviously, having a seamless open world, there's not going to be a loading screen, but instead of a loading screen, you get micro-stutters. And very rarely will you stumble across a UE5 game that doesn't have a, put it this way, very rarely are you going to see a completely smooth line for the frame time graph. I don't think GSC spent enough time with Unreal Engine 5 to really learn the ins and outs of it. But then again, I mean, I would have to imagine that they ditched X-Ray pretty early on, and I would imagine that they started developing Stalker 2 immediately on UE5 from the start to end. So I don't know. I don't even know if I can really defend it. I mean, we've seen some pretty big open worlds. Oh shit. That's good. Now, if anybody just seen what happened there. Look at this savage, dude. Just shoot his buddy, dude, and he's already looting him. Good thing these guys didn't all turn on me, man. Holy hell. Oh, nice. Look, I can make things right. I just dropped that guy because I thought he was turning on me. Good thing he didn't die. No wonder they didn't all turn on me. I'm gonna have to look more into that dev team, because some of the stuff that I've been seeing in my chat the last couple streams have been pretty interesting. It's definitely something that I really could use some more information on. Like, I could do myself I mean, that's kind of stupid. That really shows the age of these games there. I mean, the AI is not great in these games either. They're pretty dumb at times, but ultimately what's important is alife in general just works in a manner where everything around you feels a lot more immersive. The best way that I describe alife 1.0 versus alife 2.0 to a noob, to somebody that's just coming into the series, is think about it this way. In Stalker 2, you are essentially the center of the world. Like, everything feels like it revolves around you. Whereas in these older games, you just kind of feel like you're a part of the world. And everything is happening, whether you're there or not. Absolutely. You know, zombies are pretty dumb. It would have been nice to see anyway. But you're absolutely right. Now, this right here would be a good group to follow. I have to find the leader. They're still aggroed. Alright, so let's find this leader. Let's figure out what these guys are doing. Okay, so bam, right here. I'm going to the dissipated train location near the Ohov AA complex. Can I go with you? Of course, the more the merrier. Let's go. And it'll take us right there. Bam. Now, what I wish would happen And that's the beauty of... Oh, that sucks. He just died. Both of them died. That's the beauty of, like, Gamma and Anomaly. Is I wish that it wouldn't cut to the location. It would be nice just to simply ask them and then follow them. However, you don't have to ask to go with them. You can just ask what they're up to. They'll tell you where they're going, and then just follow them. You can simply just follow them, and they will end up at that location. So we can redo that. We'll go to the... Wow, not gonna work. So we'll go back to that same save that we did. We'll find that same group, and instead of cutting to that location... I almost saved over that. We'll just simply follow them there. Join Juchi! You know, the funny thing is... Well, it's not funny.
Spill it!
Essentially, during this playthrough here, I ended up... Screw you, Magpie.
I'm listening.
I ended up doing the whole Freedom thing here, so I gave Freedom the PDA. What I should do...
Well, spill it!
If these guys are still... Okay, so there's Lukash. Let's see if, Yeah,
What
they
new?
are. I should give this guy back Morgan's PDA.
Hello.
Just to see what happens. Because both
See you
times
again
I played
sometime,
Call of
Stalker.
Pripyat, I actually did Freedom both times. I'm a Freedomer. Dude, it really is almost completely scripted, it feels like. That's one of the things that I was pointing out in stream, and one of the bigger highlights in one of my videos that I have coming up, which is really going to be the last all-encompassing video covering 1.1 update and their first iteration of alife, quote-unquote, 2.0, is just how many scripted locations there are in the game. How many points of interest that are in the game that are unfortunately surrounded by scripted enemies. I gotta go this way. Find that group of duty. Like Brain Scorcher, for instance. The Brain Scorcher, I don't care who you are in chat, every single buddy can do this to a T and recreate this. Go to the Brain Scorcher and Stalker 2, and I'll tell you straight up what you're gonna find. You're gonna find a fire anomaly around the burnt, like, grass area. You're going to, I mean, a fire anomaly. You're gonna find a fire anomaly that has a fire poltergeist kind of circling around it, and then you're down by the trains, you're gonna find an electrical poltergeist, and then up by the building itself, you're gonna find a chemical poltergeist. Go ahead and kill those poltergeists once, and then come back 10 minutes later. Leave the location, come back 10 minutes later, tell me what you find. I'll tell you what you'll find. You'll find those same 3 poltergeists again in the same 3 spots. And you can do that infinitely. You can continue just to travel back and forth from the Brain Scorcher and continue to run into those same exact enemies. Now, I just used the Brain Scorcher as a example, but really, once you see that, you can't unsee it, because I would say over 50% of the points of interest that spawn enemies in there always spawn the same enemies. Always. So even the checkpoint, the Brain Scorcher checkpoint, go through there. I'll already tell you what you're going to find every time. You're going to find a bloodsucker. Every time. Whereas in these older games, when you clear out a complex of mutants, either friendlies or, you know, a group of enemies will end up moving in. So for instance, in this location right here, in this map region that is, down here, the bandits hold this container warehouse. If I go down and slaughter all these bandits right now, stalkers are going to eventually end up moving in. Maybe even duty if we end up giving Morgan's PDA to the duty. And, I mean, that's might not sound like a huge deal to some people, but when you're trying to immerse yourself in this world and you're spending a shit ton of time in this game, the more little things like that happen, the more immersed you start to feel, because they just start snowballing off of each other. They start stacking on top of each other. And it feels like as you're going through the world, that you're making a difference, and you're seeing that difference. That difference is tangible. Like, you can actually see these things unfolding as you do them. Whereas in Stalker 2, it feels like you're making no progress outside of the main story. None. Zero. Zilch. Because as soon as you clear a point of interest, you can guarantee yourself that when you come back, those same enemies are going to be there. So there's no sense of satisfaction on making the world, the zone rather, a safer place. That's why I think Clear Sky is such an underrated game, even in its vanilla state. It's just the whole faction wars thing, which, you know, in all 3 games you have warring factions. But they really take it to the next level in Clear Sky, and I think that game doesn't get enough praise for that. Just the whole capture and defense of the points of interest, man, it just adds a whole nother element. Now, let me just explain something here. Here's what I thought alife 2.0 would be. So you take Clear Skies, capture and defense. Trying to find
Speak to the squad commander if you want some.
commander here. What are you up to?
Time's money.
He's
Get
tracking
talking.
mutants. We're just gonna watch him. These guys track mutants.
Hail and well met.
So here's what I thought alife 2.0 would be. You take Clear Skies, capture and defense. So you have faction wars going on that you can take part of. And with them introducing Ward and Spark into the mix, there was potential to have many different outcomes for many different playthroughs. And then you take Shadow of Chernobyl's top 20 Stalkers and essentially track all the NPCs like they do in every other game. Like, without persistent NPCs that are being tracked and simulated, you have no alife. So when people talk about PDA tabs, such as your ranks, your statistics,
Get talking.
you can't have that without persistent NPCs because there's nobody to track. But that being said, you got your Clear Sky capture and defense, you got your top 20 Stalkers, or, I mean, it's 2024. Anomaly tracks 100 Stalkers. So why can't, you know, them in UE5 in 2024 track 100 Stalkers? So now you have a dynamic list that's changing over time based on what the Stalkers are doing inside the zone. And you can treat that list as like a bounty hunter list. You can hunt those Stalkers down and put yourself on the top 100 list. And then you take Call of Pripyat, which is kind of the most refined version of alife, in my opinion. That's why I'm in it right now, using it as an example, as we watch these guys absolutely break in front of our eyes. You add the stuff that we're doing right now, you know, asking squads what they're up to, following them around, being able to physically see the tasks that they're carrying out. Add, you know, the artifact hunting that is a Call of Pripyat thing. Put all this stuff together and then add some implementation from Anomaly, for instance, where you have the message log constantly giving you updates. You fire your shotgun in an area. You have somebody in that area message on the PDA saying, hey, I heard shotgun fire in, you know, blah, blah, blah area. Someone go check it out.
Hail and well met.
And you just put all those into a blender, man, and you get alife 2.0. The most simulated, immersive version of alife to date. Because right now, if you want the absolute best alife experience, in my opinion, you're going to play Gamma or you're going to play Anomaly. The modders right now have the most flushed out version of alife, which is crazy. Considering, when did Anomaly come out? 2017, something like that. So here we have, jeez, what is that? like 7, 8 years of progress for Stalker 2 over Anomaly, and they can't even get Call of Pripyat levels of alife, man. Like, I don't know. It's just those kind of instances and questions that I bring that just really bum me out. 100%, man. 100% Dragon Slayer. That's one point that I constantly beat home. If anybody's been following like my streams regularly, probably get annoyed hearing me say it so much, but there's so many instances, man, in these older games where you'll take a quest for somebody to kill a group of enemies, and you just go off and do your own thing with the intention of taking on that quest later. Well, the next thing you know, you're in an entirely different region from that quest, yet that quest just auto-completes. Because what happened is another group of, you know, allies or friendlies ended up killing that group for you. Or, shit, they could have ran into an anomaly, they could have got killed by mutants. There's so many different scenarios with a full functional alife system that could happen to that group. And that's just another little instance that makes the game as a lot more immersive. Pretty sure I don't even need to do this. I already have this door open. I wish that they would have did the same, Joey, to be honest with you. I mean, the modders essentially pushed X-Ray to the limits, called it Monolith Engine. I don't think there's a whole hell of a lot more that they could have did with that engine. I just don't think X-Ray is a great engine altogether. But they built X-Ray from the ground up. It's not like it's not possible. And you got big DAC swinging Microsoft backing you at this point. So it's like they have more money than some third world countries backed behind this game. Why not spend the time to make a proprietary engine that you can build off of? I'd argue that can be said for a lot of the industry, to be honest with you, in a lot of games. Everybody is taking the cheap route out and going to Unreal Engine 5, and it's making a lot of these games have the same problems. All these games end up having the same problems, and they all end up feeling the same too. So, do you remember, guys, we asked these guys what the hell they were doing. They said that they were tracking mutants. So, if I knew this language... Yeah, I have no idea. But this is them. This is them clearly hunting mutants the whole entire time we've been here. They've just been shooting me. Which, if you noticed, me reloading that changed the instance of this world. So the first time we encountered these guys, they were going to that complex. Second time we encountered these guys with this same save file, just reloaded, they end up hunting mutants instead.
Go see the commander.
I will go see them.
Time's more.
What you up to now, buddy? Yeah, so now they're just taking it easy, and that's why they're just kind of hanging out. They killed the mutants. They did their hunting. Now they're basically gonna chill at this complex. Like, we could go screw around for 40 minutes, and I would be willing to bet we could come back here, and these guys would still be chilling at this complex. They'd probably be inside this building by then, just hanging out. Or, you know, they could leave. I mean, that's the beauty of alife. I mean, these guys aren't going to disappear when I walk away. They're just going to probably, let's be honest, they're probably going to get themselves killed eventually. But they're going to go and live their life in the zone without me. And that's why I love alife, man. I just love it because I feel like there is a world happening around me and I am not the center of the world like every other game. That's, you know, I'm a Bethesda creator as well, and that's been my biggest complaint with Bethesda games as of late. Take a game like Oblivion, for instance. It is so easy to get immersed inside of Oblivion because every single NPC in that game is named. They all have some kind of, you know, task that they do. You have so many NPCs that have schedules. They'll go visit friends. You know, they go to work. They go home. They sleep. They eat. They do all this stuff. And then you have Starfield that changed all the named NPCs with Citizen and got rid of schedules. Now instead of, you know, NPCs closing shops at the end of every night, they just stay at the shop 24/7. And that might not sound like a huge deal to some, but when you talk about immersion, man, you're dropping into a game to escape real life. So the more immersive that game is, the more the escapism is, and the more you actually feel like you're part of that world. Rather than just playing a video game. I just think it comes down to, I don't think that they even have a list of commands yet for NPCs to do. Like, in these older games, I'm not a game developer at the end of the day, but what I feel like is happening with these older games is they have a list of commands for the online NPCs, and then they have a list of commands for the offline NPCs. So basically what these guys are able to do. So let's say an online NPC is able to do 30 different things, whereas an offline NPC is only able to do, I don't know, let's just say 5 things. So that's gonna that's like your mutant hunting, your artifact hunting, I don't know, capturing points of interest, whatever. Whereas right now, if you pay attention to what squads do in Stalker 2, so if you take your time, you follow these guys, they don't do anything. Nothing. They'll drop in, and essentially once they drop in, they're generally dropped next to, I don't know, a group of baddies. So whoever their opposing force is. So let's just say the game decides to drop some duty, and it decides to drop some freedom. They'll fight each other, and then whoever the winning squad is ends up just walking around in circles, essentially, until they completely disband from each other, and then, essentially break. They'll end up standing in one spot for eternity if you follow them long. Actually, you know what? I should buy a scope.
Don't allow weapons inside.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Look at this. Got my weapon out. Can't get in. I holster it, and now I can get in. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember that happening in Stalker 2. I do know if there's conflict going on, that they won't open the doors. But I'm pretty sure you can just walk in all willy-nilly with your gun out and hold it to people's faces without any kind of consequence.
Aloha!
It doesn't even have a scope. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna do something that I haven't did
Pop
yet.
in
Call it
sometime.
Pripyat.
It can be fun around here.
Hail and well met.
Hello, Stock.
We just gave duty. The PDA. What? Tell me I made the wrong
I found
choice
out
here,
about the
bud.
warehouse. It's freedom, and there should be lots of them. Bring your whole squad, and we'll deal with those punks real fast.
This feels bad. I feel
If
dirty
this checks
already.
out, you'll get access to the warehouse.
So, spoiler, you get access to the warehouse regardless of who you pick. But like I
Okay,
said,
that's us. Have a good one.
Oh, shut up. I've never actually gave it to Duty, so I'm curious what happens to the station. Does Duty end up taking the station over? Let's get drunk before we help these guys. Man, this feels dirty.
Attention, Freedom. This is duty territory. Get the hell away from the warehouse.
Sure thing. Just give us a minute to stock up on some ammo.
Well, they are.
By the way, I know
Men,
I'm
commence with the operation.
responding to this a little late, but I fully agree with you, John. Weapons are there, the locations are there, the characters are there, the lore is there. But I just feel like the most important part, the core, is missing. I don't want to shoot any of these guys, dude. I'm just wonder if Duty will get pissed if I heal this guy. I'm gonna wait until they kill everybody. Dude, I feel like in Stalker 2, you don't even really run into any, like, freedom or duty instances. I mean, sure, you see them out in the open world every now and then. Oh, they wasted them. That sucks. But there's no quests surrounding duty or freedom outside the initial duty quest, like when you happen upon the cement factory, and then the one quest that you get inside of Rostock for freedom. Come on, dude. Wait, man. Don't loot the body. Alright, now you can loot.
Поглядим, чем ты
Give me,
богатый.
bro. Take what I need first.
What's new?
So, this feels real dirty for me, guys. Not gonna lie. Freedom is definitely very likable in these older games. And, to be honest with you, I don't really agree with the whole s.t.a.l.k.e.r settlement. I don't think that the zone should be destroyed. I don't know, maybe call me a boomer. I take more of like a neutral stance on the whole situation. I feel like it should be around, be studied. I don't think that we need anarchy like Freedom suggests. But I do think that it could be managed. I think that it could be managed. It could be kind of like a tourist attraction, like it already kind of is. So I guess, you know, you do need some anarchy. Shit. I think a lot of these weapons are broken anyways, so I'm gonna... Oh, they're not. Got a dilemma. I mean, weapons are persistent, so if you guys weren't, just so you know, like, I can drop this AK on the ground, for instance, and I can come back for it. Same with this. It's me enough. Now, the problem is, I don't want these douchebags to come down here. I don't think they will. Uh-oh. I think the, AK-74 just float. No, there it is. Thought it went down into the ground. You'll have a lot of clipping issues in these older games where guns will clip into this. Definitely a nice stash. I mean, that's definitely... It's worth, 'cause you don't even have to interact with this quest at all. But depending on where you are, character-wise and gear-wise, nice little come up because, I mean, armor-wise, you get this, which is essentially the duty version of the sunrise suit, which you start with the sunrise suit. Actually, you know what? Sunrise. Well, mine's upgraded, so I don't know. It might be a little bit better than the Sunrise factory, but Duty doesn't get artifact slots. I mean, you can get artifact slots, but they just don't have nearly as many artifact slots. Guys, that right now. Alright, so we're gonna find another group. Tag along with those guys. So far, I haven't, I mean, I had the perfect scenario and I screwed up just because I forgot that it teleported you to, actually, you know what? I already have all these guns. I might as well don't. I forgot that it teleported
Come on
you to
over,
whatever
bro.
location that those guys were going to. So the first instance that we ran into Duty, where they were going to the, AA complex, I should have let those guys do that. And not teleported. We should have just walked with them. I would be willing to bet they would have ended up dying on the way. So, Baka, other than really, we can go back for those other two guns. We can sell these. So that's interesting. Hawaiian's
See
still
you.
here.
You don't think they'll shoot him as soon as they have the artifact?
Guess he's not Freedom. Wonder where Luke.
What's your business here?
Shut up. I already feel bad.
I'm listening, man.
To the doors. Oh, he's
What's
still
up,
here.
bro?
What's up with that? I forgot it's Loki, not Luke.
Come on in, man. Relax. Take a load off.
Now, if I remember correctly, when I help
Take care.
when I help Freedom with that PDA quest, Duty disappears altogether from the station. Like this guy
Hello,
is no longer
Stalker.
here after. Now I'm wondering if I can actually play both sides here. So I helped these guys right now with the big quest. What if I give
I'm listening, man.
Loki the Jupiter document?
Hey, man.
Yeah, they're still yellow.
Good luck.
Can I do anything for you? What about you? Alright, let's dump this pistol here real quick since we can't sell it. Put this Thunder inside of my chest, and then let's go back, grab those two weapons, and then we'll find a group to follow around. Now, how was I? Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have any shotgun shit. Sucks to be me. Where the heck was it? I'm pretty sure guns are persistent in... Can anybody in chat confirm or deny this? Are guns persistent in Stalker 2? So if I drop something in Stalker 2, travel 7 regions away from that place, come back later, that gun's still gonna be on the ground? Yeah. How about it, Joey? On Strider. I'm pretty sure that's who you're talking about, right? Interesting, Joe. So that tells me that they can certainly do persistent NPCs. I mean, if guns are persistent, what's holding them up from persistent NPCs? Now we have a 50-50 split. Person saying that they're not persistent, saying they are persistent. And you, how far away did you travel, John? And how long, time-wise, in between going back and picking them up? Was Stalker 2 your first Stalker game? I can definitely see how if someone went into Stalker 2, with their being their first game, why they would think that that box was limited. Gotcha. I don't know if any of you guys know who ESO is, but he makes a lot of Bethesda content. But he covered Stalker 2 at the very beginning, and you could absolutely tell Stalker 2 was his first game. And if it wasn't, he just hasn't played the originals in quite some time, because he actually put out a video with the information that that box was limited. So I think he, not tricked, because there's no way he did that deliberately, but I'm sure a lot of people left that video thinking it was limited.
Pop in sometime. It can be fun around here.
To be honest with you, man, I'm glad that I came to back to the original games, in 2024. Like, I went to Shadow of Chernobyl early 2024, finished that, went to Clear Sky, then went to Call of Pripyat, to the point where I finished Call of Pripyat, like, a week before Stalker 2. Now, it was a good thing in terms of it made me remember all the events that happened, but at the same point in time, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I was a little burnt out on Stalker in general by the time I got to Stalker 2. However, just the allure of the open world and seeing all these nostalgic locations fully flushed out, it did help me carry through that experience. Like, I remember my first couple hours in Stalker 2 just being absolutely captivated. I just kept telling myself, man, I can't believe this. Like, I can't believe that Stalker 2, I can't believe that this open world is seamless. Look at all these original locations. Man, the gun sway in these older games are a lot worse. Bro's taking some serious bullets. Alright. So, where... We're gonna head down... What I would like to do is find... Okay. Let's go down towards the Jupiter planet. Towards this anomaly here. And let's see if anybody's hunting artifacts. We might even be able to catch a group on our way there. Actually going to hunt artifacts. Yeah, see, like, the longer these bodies are down here, man, you're gonna have absolutely no shot at looting them. They are already picked clean long before we get there. I wonder what it takes and how long it will take for them to bring NPCs, loot, and bodies into Stalker 2. How many of you guys even think that they will? Okay, so nobody's hunting here. Let's see what these guys are up to.
Well, spill it.
What are you up to? I'm going to the one spot between Yana. Okay. Go. Let's see if he actually goes there. Which, the answer is yes. They
What's
absolutely.
up, bro?
Stop looking at me. This dude is absolute butt trucking this guy. No, doing it from the front. Sounds like me, Slayer. I got probably 1,400 hours into this franchise as a whole, maybe even more. Just in the original games, I mean, I played them through twice. I think I put about 40 hours into each game. That's 240 hours just into the trilogy, playing it twice. I have about, I don't know, 300 hours into Gamma, and then probably 500 into Anomaly, another 100 into... Well, it's the game that I play outside of content creation. Like, this game is the game. Not Call of Pripyat altogether, but just this series in general. Which, I just recently brought it to the channel and actually pleasantly surprised that it decent, considering how small and irrelevant my channel is. Now, I have to eventually get back to making Bethesda content. I'm just so fucking burnt out on Starfield, which I don't cover Starfield as the game, because, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the game per se, but what I do like within that game is the Outpost building. In fact, I have built such an elaborate Outpost network in that game that it got picked up by multiple publications like Game Radar, Screen Rant. It's kind of nerdy, dude, just what I've accomplished, but I've always kind of liked like the settlement building in Fallout 4, Outpost building obviously in Starfield. But that being said, I've pretty much so accomplished everything that I can accomplish in Outpost building. Now, I am running a series, basically doing it from scratch. It's just an NPC, essentially. So that means I can't kill people, I can't steal, so it's gonna make it a little harder. But damn, am I just burnt out. And I'm worried that I'm gonna get that same burnout for Stalker. But the good thing is there's just so many variations. Like, if I get burnt out on Stalker 2, which thankfully I'm not yet, I can always go back to Anomaly. There's so many different game modes for Anomaly that I can rotate. Then I can go to Gamma when I want something a little more hardcore. I can go to EFP, which is Escape from Pripyat. It's just so many variations to this franchise. To be honest with you, last night I was playing Azazel mode. I think that's how you pronounce it. which basically puts you in another stalker's body every time you die, so you keep rotating stalkers. I have not seen anybody. Well, that's a lie. I haven't seen anybody aside from an old video from years ago that's at like 360p that covers the Azazel mode in Stalker Anomaly. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a video very soon on that. And currently I'm working on a series in the warfare mode within Anomaly, which I have the first episode recorded. We're playing as the bandits, so it's not going to be easy, and it hasn't been easy up to this point. It's been an absolute nightmare trying to play the whole capture defend thing in warfare as the bandits, but it's been fun. Because the plus side to playing as like somebody like Monolith or the bandits is it's essentially KOS for everybody, dude. Everybody that you see, it's kill on sight. So it doesn't make it very complicated. Dude, I guarantee it, John. I have a lot of footage of Stalker 2 just being absolutely empty, and I'm very convinced still, because I have not seen evidence that goes against this, that outside of that bubble that we were talking about earlier, so let's just say it's a 300-meter bubble at this point after patch 1, the whole world is empty. Everything is empty. There's not any NPCs. Zero. So you almost can take the whole, oh, Stalker 2 is, you're the center of the world. You can take that literally. Because you really are, man. There ain't shit happening around you. So, hey, these guys walked to the exact location that they said that they were going to walk to. So, I mean, that was a pretty boring expedition, but it's what I needed. I mean, this showcases alife, dude. Straight up. This is something that you can't do in Stalker 2. Which it's actually kind of funny that they put in the patch notes for patch 1.1 that, oh, you can follow squads around now. Ha 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 ha. And do what? They don't do anything. They don't have tasks. You can't ask them what they're doing. They're not going to do anything. You're going to follow them around for maybe 5 minutes before they completely disband from each other. And once they disband from each other, they ended up all kind of like standing in one spot. And then once you get about 300 meters away from them, here. Oh man, that sucks to be that guy. We just watched that guy die. There is no way this last guy is surviving this. I hope he did. He did not. I did not get the whole call it Pripyat aiming down today. It's so weird. I would argue that it feels better than Stalker 2 though. Like the mouse tracking feels a lot smoother. I know a lot of that has to do with the frames. Like right now I'm seeing 100 and well, I'm maxing out my monitor 165 hertz. I got 165 frame. Game feels butter. Who died? Aw, poor duty guy. Sucks to be him. So here's a question for my 9 concurrent viewers. What do you want to see me do at this point? I have all the games. I have Shadow of Chernobyl. I have Clear Sky. I have Call of Pripyat, obviously, it's what we're in. I have Stalker 2, and I have Anomaly currently downloaded. What do you want me to do? I can jump in any game, show you guys anything that you want to see. Especially if you're a newcomer and haven't seen what this series has to offer and the different variations of alife. So if we go to Clear Sky, I can show you the capture and defend mechanics. We go to Shadow of Chernobyl, I can show you the top 20 stalkers, and maybe we can hunt some of those guys down. We go to Anomaly, we can play any of those different modes. So a Zezel mode, warfare mode, survival mode. Or we can go into Stalker 2 and break the AI. Or just play the game normally. Or I can play this game normally. I mean, until I get some feedback, I mean, I am still currently hunting squads at this point to follow around. I mean, so far we've followed, I don't know, like 3 or 4 squads in this stream, and each one of those squads took us to the exact spot that they said that they were going to go to. Hey, Crunchy. Let me blow your mind for a second. I don't know how long that you've been watching me, but this is vanilla Call of Pripyat. There ain't no mod variations, nothing. So everything that you've seen, alife based, that me do. So we just linked up with that squad over there, asked them what they were doing. They told us exactly where they were gonna go, and we followed them to that exact spot. This isn't a mod, man. This is vanilla COP. So just that, this 15-year-old vanilla game already has better alife implementation and AI mechanics than Stalker 2 does. Here's that original group of duty that people that have been watching me for the last hour or so can confirm that in the chat. So we just rolled back up on this place. We traveled the whole way across this map, and guess who's still here holding this place down? The same group of duty.
What's new?
In fact, it looks like they got some loner friends now. And if you remember, we asked these guys after they were done hunting those mutants, we asked them what they were doing, and they said that they were just going to hang out here. And that's exactly what they did. They just are hanging out here. Let's see what these guys are doing.
Speak to the boss.
I'll speak to your boss.
Вот дерьмо-то.
What are you up to? I mean, he's already here. He said he's going to the AA complex to hunt some zombies. They literally just did that. Here's their zombies that they hunted. So, I mean, tell me, can you do that in Stalker 2? Answer is no. Which sounds like I'm being negative, but I'm just telling the truth, man. These guys are smart. For a 15-year-old game, this AI is smart. They actually have commands. They do what they say they're gonna do. Definitely CPU intensive, Crunchy, but here's the thing. They developed this AI system in alife and COP for single core processors, man, 15 years ago. Single core. Now most people are rolling with 6 core at the minimum. You know, you got some people still with 4 core CPUs, but for the most part, 6 core, 8 core, 12 core, 16 core CPUs are in everybody's systems. Xbox Series X and S have 8 core CPUs based off of the 3700X. Capable CPU. So they should not be having CPU issues at this point. I can't even excuse them for them. Are the games CPU intensive? Absolutely. It's a simulation they're trying to run at the end of the day. But again, they've did it with far less. And this is the shit you're not going to hear, you know, a lot of the 100,000, 200,000 subscriber YouTubers say. They're gonna gaslight people into thinking that this game is... well, not this game I'm playing right now, but Stalker 2 is in better shape than it actually is. And, you know, a lot of that's just due to ignorance. They haven't played the original trilogy, so they don't have anything to compare it to. Alright. So what should we do? Somebody said, let's shit on Stalker 2. Again, I have all 3 games, all 3 of the original trilogy. I got Anomaly and all the different modes that we can go through there. Or we have Stalker 2. What should we jump to next? I mean, we've pretty much so just already shit on Stalker 2 just in going back to this vanilla version of Call of Pripyat and seeing what these NPCs do. Which is far more than what they do in Stalker 2. Speaking of break Stalker 2, this guy seems
Speak to the squad commander if you want something.
Aiming at, man. What if I aim at you? He's pretty broken. Normally they would bitch at me. In fact, the whole fucking squad's broke. Look at this. It's a oh, now they snapped out of it. There must be still a mutant around here.
Holster that weapon, friend.
What are you gonna do about it if I don't holster the weapon? I'll tell you what will happen. I should try to get it to happen. Every now and then, if you keep your weapon not holstered, but pointed at these guys, they'll slap you in the face. They won't shoot you, but they will slap you in the face. And he's gonna track me, dude. Not too happy. Alright, a holster. Will we... Look at that. Spam F to get slapped. Alright, let's do spam F.
We can chat when that weapon is not in my face. Direct your questions to the commander.
Yep, I got slapped. Look at that. Name Sir Man coming through with us. That's a good little piece of footage that I just got there. Get it again. I know we got what we needed. Alright, let's go to Stalker 2. That seems like the majority. So, bear with me for, I don't know, let's just say 2 minutes. You'll have some Stalker 2 action. It is, see, I need a, while you guys stare at this blank screen, this tells me that I need a, intermission screen. That just shows how noob I am, dude. How low budget of a stream that you're watching. This is like super fucking low budget. Welcome to my low budget stream. Alright, in T-minus 15 seconds, you're gonna see me, loading shaders. And here we go. Some shader action, baby. Oh, it'd help if I, it's not that bad. Like, if you install a graphics driver, a new graphics driver, or they have a new patch, it takes like 15 minutes. But now, for me, since it's already kind of loaded, it don't take that long. It takes like, I don't know, a minutes. I think it's fucking busted, though. It's broke. I don't hear any noise in my headset. Alright, so I lied. It's probably gonna be like 2 minutes. Look at Stalker 2 already treating us fucking awesome. It's so awesome that I'm probably gonna have to task manager alt control delete. What a piece of shit, dude. I don't blame all you guys for leaving if you end up leaving. Go make a sandwich real quick or watch your favorite Stalker 2 creator gaslight you into thinking that this is a solid alife 2.0 experience. And then come back in 5 minutes. And then watch the real guy give you the hard truth, baby. Yeah, I know it failed, dude. I wish you guys would have just seen that. I just got an error prompt saying that the shader shit failed. Duh, dude. I had to alt-control-delete to fix your game, man. To be honest with you, I think it was my fault. I think that because I was messing with OBS, like, as that shit was going on. You can't press any buttons when this shader shit's going on. Oh, it skipped it. That's probably why I got that, That's probably why I got that error code. It warned me of stutters. Let's see. I might have to, reboot the game if it's ridiculous. Does it make zero difference? Oh, no, dude. It absolutely is running like shit. I can already tell. I'm getting considerably less frames. Yeah, dude. I can't do this. This is like 30 fucking FPS. I'm sorry. You guys want to peace out? I understand, but, dude, there is no fucking way I was doing that. Rawstock does run like shit, I agree, 100%, but I got a pretty beefy rig, man. Believe it or not, Rawstock's solid for me. I get at least 60 FPS there. Alright. Here we go again. Last time. Fucking breaks again. Oh, I'm just gonna have to include that in my editing when I edit all this down. Shader shit's break. Yeah, I don't know if you've been to any of my previous streams, Slayer, but I like to think that I produce decent quality gameplay visuals. Like I can't I don't have a capture PC right now, so I can't push 1440p videos. But my bitrate's super fucking high, so it shouldn't be very grainy. But see, look at this. The shaders go pretty quick for me. I mean, I do have a 5800 X3D GPU, which, I mean, is very much so outclassed these days by your new 7800 and 9800 X3Ds, but it's still king big dick for AM4 platform. Does it? That's weird, man. It might have a might have something to do with your settings. I'll show you my settings when we get in game here. Like I'm running pretty much so 1440p native. I don't run frame generation. I don't run any of that. I do have s.t.a.l.k.e.r on. Yeah, already the frame time feels smoother. I mean, like you said, it's intensive in Rawstock, but as I move this mouse around, it's a lot. It was choppy before. So here's what I am running. So we got display, we got 1440p, 103 FOV. I got my frame rate capped to 120. It doesn't matter because I'm not seeing. HDR disabled. Really, the only epic that I'm pushing is texture quality and draw distance. The rest is kind of a mixture of high and medium. Essentially, if you go to Digital Foundry's optimized Stalker 2 settings, that's really close to what I'm running. But we just got TAA, no FSR, no frame generation, so no upscaling other than TAA. So this is as close to native resolution as you're going to get, which I'm running 1440p right now, but you guys are only seeing it at 1080p because it's a stream. And you probably can even tell just at 1080p that this might look a whole hell of a lot better than some of you guys' image. I'm not saying all you guys', but I'm telling you right now, frame generation absolutely destroys the image quality of your game. So, pull the old PDA up. So last night, we did a little bit of streaming, and we found out that I can no longer go to s.t.a.l.k.e.r, despite being a nice guy and having the nerve to help them defend their base from Ward. They hate me for it. They hate me for saving their lives, which is a bug. GSC has confirmed it. But now, Ward has moved in, and now there's invincible snipers that one-shot me when I get close to the base. So I can't even get through the tunnel anymore to get there. The only way I can get there is through guide. And at that point, there's no point in even using a guide to go there because everybody hates me. There's no good deals. The only reason that it's even worth going to s.t.a.l.k.e.r is, as you can notice here, I still have a lot of, not a lot, but I still have some stuff to do down here in the Dugga. Well, unless I want to travel the whole way to Zalicia or the whole way to Rostock, STC is the closest place. So I'm going to manually walk there to manually get in their base, but guess what? I can't. Because the doors are locked. The only way through is that tunnel, but now I can't even get to this tunnel right here because I get one-tapped by invisible Ward snipers. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's useless. Draw distance is definitely useless. In terms of NPCs, I mean, you'll see slightly further out in terms of, like, trees and shit, but NPCs, nothing. It seems like they got some kind of fixed draw distance, which seems to be about 200-ish meters, and that's being generous. Very generous, actually. Where should I go? Now, one of the funny things that we did on stream a couple nights ago is we went back to the SKD assembly plant. I highly advise any of you guys that want an absolute nightmare of a time to go here and stay there for a full day-night cycle and tell me what you find, as we have enemies spawn on top of us. You guys look like some bandits. Yeah, I was definitely ready for that fight. But dude, I can't see shit. Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. I'm gonna try something. Instead of killing these guys, I'm gonna run away. Let's see if we can get these guys to disappear. If we can just break combat. Hell, I'm not even gonna fucking run. I'll walk. I got cash to burn. We'll take take some armor damage. Alright, I'll run a little bit. And bam. How do you like that apple? How do you like them apples? Let's see if we can break the line here. Nope. Fantastic. That's super realistic. I feel immersed. Like, the immersion is just uncanny with that whole experience. The sheer... I'm having a hard time fathoming just the sheer amount of immersion that just went down there. Now, I'm gonna give these guys the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if they're still in the game. I would say they are. Yeah, they're still here. But it's like, what the fuck? You're just gonna I mean, come on. Look how confused they are, dude. I'm literally right here, bro. Oh, hey, look. Found me. Let's replicate that. They don't even attempt to push up. They're just like chilling. I don't even know what the hell they're shooting at. Okay. Alright, I'll give you some credit. Credit where credit's due. Look at this! They're like, oh, you say I don't push up? So, this is a really great opportunity, because they're clearly full-bore sprinting at me. I bet you I can Yep. Couldn't even finish my sentence. Now, let's see if they can find me on their own. It's not like I pulled any trickery. All I did was run in a straight line. We're going to go back to Rostock, too, so I can sleep. I don't want to force you guys to watch me play at night. That's one thing that I forgot to get footage of, too. What the fuck? That's one thing I forgot to get footage of, too, was, night vision on Call of Pripyat. Let's run back to these douchebags. Let's see if we can get these two to fight each other. If they're even still here. I mean, this is a unique experience. When you watch me play Stalker 2, you get a very unique experience. You're not watching me actually, like, play the game. Watching me sacrifice my equipment to try to make alife work. Now, before we try to link these two groups up, is this the same group? Yes, it is. Okay, look at this. We're about to get sandwiched by enemies. Now, let's see if we can link these guys up to fight each other. Okay, so my only option now is to run this way. Please fight each other. I will feel better if they fight each other. Rather than everybody focusing on me. Bro, you have enemies up there on the hill. Why you want to shoot me? Do you still have enemies? Or did you kill them? Okay, you killed him. There's the X. Alright, so, I mean, hey. Credit. I will always give credit where credit's due. So this was something that I did frequently inside of the old Stalker games. Is I would always try to lure enemies into each other. So we're gonna actually have to fight this. Not be a fucking idiot. It's time for me to prove that I'm not shit at this game. So at least we were able to pull them together. I should have used that as an opportunity to run away, like, completely, instead of just 100 meters down the road, to see if we could have got those guys to disappear entirely, especially since we had 2 groups. I mean, that would have been picture perfect, dude. But I squandered that opportunity. Go figure. Where'd you guys come from? I mean, I'll give them one thing. I'll give GSC one thing. Some of these, like, encounters do feel more organic. I mean, is it perfect? No, it's not. In fact, I mean, if I follow these guys around, you're gonna find out that they're not gonna do jack shit. Like, we are right next to Rostock. You would think, in theory, that these guys would go to Rostock. Well, actually, no. These guys are duty, aren't they? Yes. I think. Maybe I light on. No, they're not duty. It's freedom. So, yeah, you would think that they would absolutely go to Rostock. Let's see. Do they go to Rostock? But what I was saying is, they have masked it enough by pulling the bubble back, I guess you could say, for spawns, that when you do run into encounters out in the wild, it feels a lot more organic than it did pre 1.1. So ultimately, you as a consumer, especially you as a consumer that have played the previous Stalker games, need to start asking yourself some questions, especially if you've been putting this game off. Is it to a point where you can look the other way and still have fun, still get immersed, or would you rather just wait until these guys weren't absolutely brain dead? And like I said, what did I say when we were playing Call of Pripyat? I said if you follow these guys long enough, which we only followed them for what, I don't know, 2 minutes, that they disband. Always. They will always disband, and then they will eventually get to a point where they're just going to stand in one spot. And then ultimately, that's how you get them to disappear. So if I could get a beat on where this guy was going, what we could do, single him out, run away, I mean, we can actually use night to our advantage here. They got a light. It should be easier to find him. He does seem like he's going in a straight line. And let's see if he disappears. Oh, come on, Jimmy Chang. Where'd that other guy go? Knew that was gonna happen. I mean, his base is right here. Here's Rostock. So I guess as we run away from that guy, we can see if this guy disappeared. He didn't go in town. I think that's an entirely different group. Yes, it is. Shit. So this one's on me. I didn't write this guy's name down, so... And that's what I generally have been doing. That's how I can 100% definitively test this out. But unless he linked up with another 2 random Freedomers, I think it's pretty safe to say that that guy is gone. Now, how about our boy that was traveling to that town? I mean, I have to brace for the fact that I also might be able to put this one on me as well. Because I have fucked around for a while. So it is entirely possible that we have to weigh out the scenario that I lost him entirely. We're not going to get distracted. I want to find out who these guys are and why they're not... Okay, they're enemies too. So those were bandits. Who were these guys? Alright, dude. Relax, man. Just trying to find out who you are. Military. Why were you not fighting those bandits? It seems like they won't fight each other unless they're, like, right on top of each other. I have clips. Oh, man, I can't wait to fucking release this next video. I have clips of enemies. 2 enemy groups standing next to each other. Like, literally standing next to each other and refusing to shoot each other. Known enemies in the game not shooting each other. Instead, they just want to shoot me. And then once I... you know, am out of sight, and they stop shooting me, instead of shooting the person that they're standing right beside that is an enemy, they just stare at each other. This guy couldn't have got that far away, man. We should be able to see his light. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one up to you guys. You guys be the judge. What do you think happened? I mean, you would have heard him blasting at those guys if he was that way. He wasn't in the town. We were just there. I guess we could go around this way. I think he disappeared. I mean, he was absolutely, without a shadow of the doubt, heading in this direction, towards this town. Is this his dead body? No. This is scripted. Because he's got a PD. West PDA, too. Why didn't I get a prompt for that PDA? Interesting. Yeah, I have noticed that. Addis. We were able to make that exact thing happen consistently. We were able to make that exact thing happen consistently on multiple occasions last weekend during a stream. We were having freedom get replaced by bandits, bandits get replaced by military, all in the same spot. Like, every time we would walk away, come back, that group was replaced by somebody else with no dead bodies. Anybody in chat know how to get down here? I mean, that artifact is probably ass anyways, but... I'm a little loot goblin. I want, what's that? What's that? And, maybe in here? Yes, sir. I answered my own question. Everything. Fucking hate these rats, dude. I never have weapons to fight them without wasting ammo. Not gonna waste money. Shotgun shells on. I hear a lot of those little footsies.
Okay, there's an emission coming.
Good thing I'm already in a safe spot, eh? That rat was kind of brain dead, eh? Steak? Where's this last little rat? I hear him. Oh, look at this. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna leave you live, buddy. You're already kind of USS If you get that reference, I'm impressed. This guy is faced with a USS Kimmets situation here. Look at my feet, too. I don't know what the hell is going. But if you, I'll just fill you in. If you don't know what USS Kimmets is, it's an old Nazi experiment where they managed to make an entire battleship disappear. And word has it is they essentially teleported the ship because the Nazis were researching some really crazy technology back then during World War II. It's actually where Operation Paperclip basically came from after World War II. But long story short, apparently when the ship teleported, people were stuck in walls like this. Like, their limbs were stuck in walls. It was a fucking mess. The crazy thing is, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle references a lot of those old World War II Nazi projects and shit. Since Nazis are the baddies in that game. It's pretty cool. I'm a kind of a nerd for that kind of stuff. But that battleship was never to be seen again. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how people reported that people were stuck in walls, half their body, yada, yada, yada. Oh, well, dude, we just found out what was just happening there. So, during an emission, it seems like the mutant AI freaks the fuck out, and they sit in place. Good shots, man. Let's take a moment to appreciate how good those shots were. So, emissions break the mutant AI. Definitely look up USS Kimmets. I think your mind will be blown. And play, for the love of God, play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It is an incredible game. If you've played any of the Wolfenstein games, dude, it is like a mashup of Uncharted and Wolfenstein. It's really good, really underrated, really fun. And it goes over a lot of cool little history blips. I'm not sure. I don't think these guys are even scripted to go outside. I think they're scripted to chill in here. In fact, I'd be willing to bet if we loot this cavern here, leave and come back, I bet you the full squad of rats are back. Alright, I'm screwing around in here. Let me take what I need. What's this steak do, by the way? Sorry, I'm skimming this stuff. Wonder if this emission was scripted. So there should be a stash in here, unless I'm high, which I may or may not be on the Mary Jane. But there may be a stash in here that I'm missing. If that's the case, we can't have that, eh? We must find that stash. Actually, shouldn't it pop up on my butt check now? I read that. Stash is pop. That would be cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if GSC will ever do that, though. But it would make sense for them to, like, bury themselves in the ground. Burrow, rather. I don't know. I'm not seeing any backpacks. I mean, it would be nice if I could pop some fucking night vision on right now. Instead of this really shitty ass flashlight. Yeah, I'm seeing heavy no back package, so we're rolling. I'm gonna put this guy out of his... Oh, he's gone. Now he's fully in the wall. Sucks to be him. Oh, it's daytime. Yippee! Now you guys' viewing experience has leveled up exponentially. Cool. Alright. Should we... I'm convinced that those two NPCs absolutely disappeared. I wonder what this is. Let's go on down. Come on down to the rightest price. How much you want to bet that I crest this hill and end up getting tracked by an NPC? Detection compass inbound in 5, 2, 1. Womp womp. I mean, we're due. We're due for an NPC. Surely they don't want the player feeling that the world is this empty. They gotta give us some shit here. Ooh. We got an underground tunnel action somewhere around here. But where? Scripted bloodsucker, anyone? I feel a scripted bloodsucker coming on. Could be wrong. Okay, so we found the stash. There is 1000% something vicious in here, dude. Come on, baby. Alright, this is gonna be a bitch to navigate. Hey, that was fucking cheating, bro. Alright, we are absolutely FUCK'd. Maybe not. Figured that there would be something out here. Dude, why are all the stashes dog doo-doo? I miss the stashes having, like, guns and shit in them. I'm stuck! I'm stuck on the pipe! Dude, I knew it. I knew I was about to... just took some unnecessary damage there. Ooh! Oh, never mind. I'm seeing things. I about got excited for a second. So right here, dude, I'm gonna tell you what I think's about to happen here. This is clearly empty right now. This location, which is super disappointing. Scouting is not a thing inside of Stalker 2 right now. But what's going to happen is I'm going to walk through these gates, which this is all speculation, of course. And we're gonna have enemies spawn around me. What enemies? I have no idea. Like, dude, even just right there. Epic draw distance. Look at these lights. I mean, they might stay now that we got them rendered in the game. What? Who the fuck are these people?
Take it to the boss.
Interesting. Zoom out. We're in garbage right now. This reminds me of the depot. In, the older ones. Yes, it is. This is the depot. I don't know why I never thought that this was the depot. I thought this was the depot. But now that I think about it, this is absolutely not the depot. This is. Yep. Silly me, bro. So we got bandits occupying the depot inside of Stalker 2. Interesting. And why are they not
Take it to the boss.
aggro with me?
Hello.
Hello. We need to find out what the hell is going on here. I wonder if there's some kind of quest. If
Go
not,
talk to
this
the
kind of
kingpin.
really seems like a wasted location. For anybody that hasn't played the previous games, this is a pretty iconic location. In fact, there should be a trader over here somewhere. Yeah, it used to be like right here. You're telling me that we just have a bunch of bandits standing around here and that's it? That's all the depot has to offer? No quests?
Take it to the boss.
Okay, so this... Yeah, because there's the train tunnel, so this is where the vendor used to be. Interesting. Am I nuts, dude? Is there nothing here? What the fuck is this? Come on, GSC. I kind of feel like there should be something here. But I feel like things are broken.
Go talk to the kingpin.
Take it to the boss.
Kingpin. Okay, where the fuck is the kingpin?
Go talk to the kingpin.
Go talk to the kingpin.
Take it to the boss.
Are you the kingpin? You don't look very tough.
Take it to the boss.
I'll just steal all your shit. Like that. Bruh. Where's your kingpin, homies? I'm telling you right now, bud, if I don't find your kingpin... Yeah. Like, this looks like a cult, bro. You would think that this guy's the kingpin. I mean, look at all these guys just kind of being real culty. I don't know what. Imagine if I didn't have the mantle mod, I'd be fucking stuck right now.
Watch it, big hat.
Hey, bro, move out of the way, dude. I won't bump into you. We will absolutely do that, Mills of the Joey. But I am going to be kind of heartbroken.
Go talk to the kingpin.
This was not part of the garbage quest, where the kingpins were. Because you had 3 kingpins. You had Douchebag McGee in the middle, which I think his name was Veron. My mouse wheel's broke, that's why it keeps doing that. You had the Brood guy, which I forget his name, and then you had Roosevelt. Shawa? I have his gun. But these were the 3 locations. Bam, bam, bam. And then you have the depot, which used to be the center of garbage in all. And here they're talking about a kingpin. I didn't fucking do anything. Oh my god, dude. Look at this. We had military spawn in the middle of the complex. We literally just had military spawn in the middle of the complex. Because there's absolutely no fucking way they just walked past all these bandits without being noticed. Convince me otherwise, dude. Convince me otherwise. So here I am, you know, trying to really dig into the depot, give GSC the benefit of the doubt. And we just had a fucking group of military spawn in the complex. Sorry, Renfall, which is a YouTube beef that's ongoing between the Jimmy Chang and Renfall. Hey, he was defending alife 2.0. No. Nope. Try to tell me that spawns and shit aren't a thing. What did we just witness? Alright, where's this kingpin? Is this all smoke and mirrors? Is there no kingpin? Are you the kingpin? You look very kingpin-y. No, you look like a tech that's supposed to be a tech.
Hello.
I left the mainland.
Yeah, who gets
See you around.
See you. It fucking voice kills me. Hello. Where's this fucking kingpin, dude? Yeah, I'm not saying Redfall. I'm talking about Renfall. That's the dude's name on YouTube. He just made a video saying that alife 2.0 is here, essentially, and that the game is so much better than it was pre 1.1. And he's got a decent following, so he's basically misinforming his audience. Because as you can see, what the fuck has changed? Like, let's be honest. What has changed? We literally just watched a group of military because I've been hanging out here for a while. So the game is thinking, oh shit, we haven't given the player anything fun to do here in the last 5 minutes. And the game doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. It doesn't realize that I'm inside a depot filled with a bunch of bandits that seem broken. So it spawned the group inside the depot. And there's no convincing the player that that was organic, considering the fact it was literally in the middle of the depot. They would have had to have walked through, which would not have happened because there is guards here. Guards back there. I don't see no fucking kingpin. Where's this kingpin? I bet you if I kill everybody in this depot, leave, and come back, that they'll be all back here. In fact, I'm about to pull a hard save for y'all, because I know this is what y'all want. I think you know what's about to happen. Okay, so this is organic. This is how it's supposed to happen, right here.
I don't like this.
You guys witnessed the last time. This did not happen the last time, but this is how it was supposed to happen. Oh, is that the kingpin? Nope, no PDA. I think the Kingpin is the guy at the stairwell, just standing there. Oh shit, I almost killed myself. That would have been heartbreaking. Now look at this. We're about to try something here. We're gonna quick save. Nobody can see me. There's no fucking way that those bandits can see me. Oh, damn it. You're gonna make this hard. I missed every single shot. Look at this! How do they know that I killed him, dude? There's no fucking way anybody's seen me kill him. Now they're probably all pissed at me. Are you mad at me? Oh, you're fucking mad at me. Bro, how'd you know that I killed him? Okay, so I know what is about to happen here. Dude, I think I offended some people because we just had like 6 people dip. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just calling it how it is, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and defend a game. Okay, so we're gonna let these guys kill as many people as possible, and then I'm telling you right now what I'm gonna do. I am going to wipe this entire complex. And we're gonna leave. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see if these guys all are back here in the complex. So I gotta strategically do this. I gotta put myself in a position where I don't die. You know, it would be nice to find the Kingpin, by the way. They speak highly of this Kingpin. Alright. I mean, hey, if you want to watch some soccer, I can't blame you. I can't stop you, but shit's about to get real right here. Because if this happens like I think it's going to happen, this is going to be a seriously hard blow to this game. Because I am 1000% in my video coming up. And there ain't no coming back for Stalker after that. For this update, at least. Okay, the good thing is a lot of these guys are already dead. And nice to know you. Okay, we're wiping every single person out of here. Or I'm gonna get wiped. And then we're leaving, and then I'm coming back. And I bet you that this place is fully occupied again. I didn't want to kill him, man. I feel bad. He seemed like the tech. I feel like how this location is, like, put together and how all the NPCs are standing. It really seems like it was supposed to be something, but it's not working. Whatever it is. This gun's hard to handle, dude. I ain't even gonna worry about looting these bodies either, dude. We're just killing this whole complex. We're leaving. We're coming back, and we are gonna see. Look at this guy. And I bet you that these guys spawn back in. Alright, I think that's everybody dead. So we need to make this official, and I'm probably going to cross regions. So we're in Garbage. We're going to go to Rostock. We're going to come back to this depot. And I swear to God, Ah, fuck. I probably should loot. Would be smart. I swear to God, dude, if all of these guys are back here... Oh, man. That's gonna be killer, man. Oh, that's a little prop there. I don't know, man. Based on everything that I've seen in this game so far, I have a very, very strong gut feeling that every single person that we just killed is going to be back. I'm gonna try to speed loot so you guys don't have to, watch me fuck around. We also need to put our weight artifacts in. I'm also showing you guys the most optimal way to loot here. It saves your frame rate by picking the guns up off the floor and stashing them in bodies rather than leaving them sit on the floor. Take the ammo out, pick them up, go to a body, dump the reds. Shoot the gun. Now this thing's probably fucking red because I'm a dumbass. Yep. Alright, we're almost there. I want to see a wager in chat here. We got 10 people in here. Not a wager, but type 1 in the chat if you think I'm going to go to Rostock, come back here, and these guys will not be back here. Type 2 in the chat if you think I'm going to go to Rostock, come back, and all these guys are going to be respawned in here as if nothing happened. Now, I will say that there is a possibility that they don't spawn back in because there was some bullshit about a kingpin. We checked everybody. I didn't see no fucking kingpin. But it's entirely possible that we just wiped out a group of bandits that were meant to be wiped out, but for some reason the game was broken. 3. I think they're gonna respawn sooner than that. It's possible. I mean, we won't be around to know because I'm making it super official, dude. Like, I am making sure I run away far enough that there's no excuse for the game. Are you guys friends? Yes, you are. Okay, so, I just want to leave the region. I could go to the slag heap, but I feel like that's giving the game too much of a chance. I mean, look at this. We're only going fucking 700 meters away at the end of the day. And let me be clear here. At this point in the game, I have every single group of bandits dead. Like, that bandit quest line's dead. Everybody's dead. I don't know why I said that and how that's relevant. I guess basically what I'm trying to say is there's no redeeming factor. There's no way that, like, you could pass off saying, oh, another group of bandits moved in there. Ha ha ha. No. All the fucking leaders are dead. There is no other group of bandits to move in there. I wiped all of them from the face of this earth. You know what I could do, actually, to save time? Because my guy is, Actually, you know what? It's about the same distance. I was gonna say I could go to Slag Heap and then take the guide to Rostock. But Rostock is actually closer than Slag Heap is. I'm just kind of over encumbered here, so I can't really run fast. I thought that was a person. Oh, here's a scripted spot. I'm pretty sure. If it's the spot that I'm thinking. There is a poltergeist up here, and there's a bloodsucker in here. Yep, there's the poltergeist. I've killed this poltergeist probably 12 times so far in this game. And I've killed this bloodsucker another 12 times as well. Dude, we cannot die. Yeah, you take care of that guy for me.
What the hell?
That's a poltergeist. Like, I gotta ask you guys something. What is the point in having a scripted spawn right there? It is a nothing burger. It's not even a named location. It's just an absolute nothing burger of a place. So why the fuck is there a scripted poltergeist that just continues to spawn back in there every time you kill it? Man, it's not even really about check to see if it's the same NPCs. I mean, that would just be salt on the wounds. I kind of get what you're getting at there. And that would explain a lot. I mean, now I think about it, that wouldn't have been a bad idea. But I guess more so what I'm trying to just show is, at this point in the game here, I have every single major bandit group dead. Okay? So, for instance, the commissary is wiped. The brood is wiped. Baroon and his butt bags are wiped. Now, the thing is, if I go back to the brood, guess what? They're all there again. If I go back to commissary, they're all there again. If I go back here, they're all there again. I mean, the leaders aren't there, but all their cronies are back there. But yet, in the story, I essentially wiped garbage from bandits. But yet, I didn't, because they all continue to spawn back in their original locations. So, I'm guessing that we're going to have that same instance happen at the depot. Which we're going to be able to get to the depot faster on our way back. Because I won't be so fat. But, honestly, Damus, if we do come back to a bunch of bandits, which something tells me that we will, we'll repeat that same cycle. And we'll do it your way. I'll kill everybody again, but this time I'll write some names down. And we'll see if it's the same people that spawn back in. I do remember some faces, though. Like, if we see that nerd with the glasses up on the railing, which I'm a nerd with glasses, but if he's back up there, I'm just going to leave it at that. USS Kimmets. Sorry, man. Core. I didn't, I'm fucking bad. I'm just gonna admit it. I'm bad at reading chat. It takes me like 5 minutes. You're probably not even in here anymore, which I don't blame you. I'm a piece of shit that deserves to die young. But it's the USS Kimmets. K-I-M-M-E-T-Z. It's a battleship that the Nazis were running experiments on that disappeared entirely.
I hope it's... You'll be alright.
Okay, so...
I hope it's not...
For any new people that haven't watched my streams before, sell all of your meds to the doctor. He's going to give you the most money for them. You can try that experiment for yourself. I can assure you, 1000% he gives you the most money for your... Eugene gives you more money for all your weapons than Ragman. A shit ton more than Ragman. Which I will show that to you at the very least.
Everything good in life comes with a price tag.
So here's Ragman.
Don't forget about the joining fee, folks.
If I was to sell all this shit, all this junk to Ragman, which I'm not, but we're gonna show you how much he'll give. Okay. I didn't miss a single weapon. That pistol up there is Skiff's. $17,600. We didn't complete the sale, obviously, because that's a ripoff. We go to Eugene, who is the real OG here. Remember, 17,600 bones. Aha, we're already over that. Well, what do you frickin' know, dude? About $10,000 more Eugene will give us for the same shit. So now you know. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the same thing happens with armor. So he'll give us 6451. What will Chicky give us?
A reg... Well...
6451. So, I guess armor, it doesn't really matter. I think Ragman's just a ripoff. 42.98. Do not take your stuff to Ragman to sell. Is an absolute ripoff. Whereas Eugene is an absolute chat. Actually, you know what? I know you're willing to give me the same amount. Give it to girl. Alright, let's store this shit in our chest real quick, and then let's run on back to Buttchag's land. And I bet you all the Buttchag Betties spawn back in. Let's... Oh, we gotta repair our shit real quick. And then we're dumping that EBR, dude. I'm a little sissy girl, man. I can't control that gun.
Got it. Let's... Bring...
Ragman's got some good stuff to buy, for sure, Sticks. I mean, I've gotten a lot of, my attachments from Ragman, but he is an absolute ass-chag when it comes to selling stuff. Like, I'd rather eat cereal out of a 750-pound Asian woman's ass crack with a spork than sell my gear to Ragman. And that's just real talk. That is about as real and authentic as it gets. You guys watch me slowly put my gear. Take some water so we can pull the waterfall on our way there. I don't want to waste you guys' time. I would say ammo-wise, we're good still, so let's just grab a Snipes, and we're off to the races here. Come on, dude. So hard. M1 Sniper is... Alright. What are we weighing right here? Okay. Pretty sexy. Sexy! Hey, Eugene. Take these. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's, up the PDA. Off we go. Now, I feel bad for the 3 people that just left, because they are absolutely going to miss out on the main attraction of this stream. Actually, you know what? Since we're still here, we're going to do something just for good measure. Ah, no, fuck it. I feel like that's unfair. What I was going to do is sleep. But I feel like me sleeping absolutely will put the nail in the coffin, and 100% they will be back in the game. At least this way, we have no excuses. Because in-game wise, time-wise, I don't know, maybe 6 hours have passed. Whereas if I slept, we would have a full 24 hours. I would have to sleep, nighttime, sleep again. Right now, we're offering up 0 excuses. Well, we're gonna find that out, too. Because I'm gonna replicate this for a second time. Just like Damas said. I'm gonna check a couple names, write them down. Kill everybody, come back. Or, we could come back here and we still have a bunch of dead bodies on the ground. Which would make me really happy. Like, I'm not out here just trying to shit on this game. I genuinely want to be proved wrong. But look at that. What did I tell you? Bloodsucker and Poltergeist. Which the Poltergeist ain't even spawned in. I bet you if I get on the ground, he'll come down. Or maybe he's just gone. I really don't want to fucking jump down here because I don't want to have to run from a bunch of bloodsuckers. I'm wondering if, Now, what should happen is that group should have came through here and killed the fuck out of everybody here, but that couldn't have happened, logically, because we still have the bloodsuckers here. And there's no dead bodies. God, dude. Fuck me, dude. I'm an idiot. Honestly, I don't even know why you guys watch me. At least to put me here. Just keep a mental note. We'll come back to this location on our way back. I bet you that poltergeist is back. And as always, I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Don't fucking take my word for it. When you play this game, remember this location. Specifically. Right here. I can't even fucking remember it. Right here. Go through this location. Make it a point to go through that location multiple times. Make it a point to kill that poltergeist multiple times. And I can almost 99% guarantee that every time you go through there, I think can't even jump off of a 3-foot box without breaking. Jumping off. I'm not even saying anything. No comment. I should have known better. Oh. You know what's gonna have to happen, right? I'm gonna have to run through this fucking mess of bloodsuckers, dude. Let's see if we can lure them to the depot. They probably won't even follow me. And that's just sad, man. I don't know why it's that way. Like, more people need to be, and it's just not Stalker, man. It's the gaming industry as a whole. We need more voices. Because AAA gaming has gotten so lackadaisical, and they just continue to do the absolute bare minimum. Please. Be dead. No dead bodies. Oh ho ho! Look who has been proven wrong, baby. Now the only other thing, I mean the bodies are gone, which is a fucking shame. Now the only other thing that we can do to fully test this. Did you just see that? Am I nuts? Guy was just standing and then he just fell down right in front of our face. So what we're gonna do now at this point, Makar Stinger in Mr. Dynamite. We're gonna run to the slag heap. We're gonna sleep to see if it is a time thing. Because we just rolled one thing out. And that's all these streams are. This is what it is. Dude, I don't want to fucking have to come back here and see a whole group of bandits here again. That's not what I want. I want to see new people there. Like, I don't know, a fucking group of loners, for instance. Like we would see in the older games. I want the immersion that the older games bring. But what we did roll out is not a distance. Because we just ran to Rostock, literally crossed borders 700 meters away, and then ran 700 meters back. Sure, the bodies disappeared, which is unfortunate. Most of them disappeared. But ultimately, they weren't spawned back in, which is good. So now the next thing that we have to roll out is a time thing. An in-game time thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep and then come back there. Dude, I do not care about those things. Here's a little tip too, by the way. If you unequip your guns and you're doing that stuff, so for instance, I mean, I already screwed myself by running a bunch of them. They're at 99%. Now that they're not equipped, when I run into anomalies like that and take damage, my armor is the only thing that's going to take damage. Since my guns are no longer equipped, they will no longer take damage from anomalies. So if you're just kind of running around like that to your destination, it's pretty smart, unless you want to rack up massive repair bills, to just simply unequip your guns. Alright. Take a big sigh because I'm really, really hoping I'm going to sleep a full day night cycle. And then we're going to come back there. And I am really, really, really hoping that they are not spawned back in. We got Mr. Dynamite. And I already forgot the other one's name. Now look at this. Still 99.
Don't piss your pants yet, boys. We kicked their asses before, and we'll do it now.
Busting a move there. Let me grab some. have food? I do. Alright, here we go. Full day night cycle. Well, actually, 1.5. I want it to be daytime. So we just slept till daytime. We're gonna eat. We're gonna sleep again. It'll be nighttime. Then we're going to sleep one more time, so it's daytime for you. We're gonna run back. And hopefully, they didn't spawn back in. Which, if that's the case, I'm absolutely gonna consider that, and I'm gonna be putting that in my video. Because at that point, I just really don't know how to replicate anything. At that point, this game is just so wacky. Because I don't have an explanation at that point, because, like I said, we can go back up to the commissary, and we can go back up to the Brood, and have those original bandits be back up there. Bread weighs less, 0.3, than sausage and canned. So if you have an abundance of bread, just take the bread. I only have 4 going. Bread is the best stuff that you can carry with you if you're looking for min-max and weight.
Don't twist your pants yet.
Oh, I didn't sleep till daytime. Yeah, so we're gonna sleep one more time here. So what we basically did is we went through a full day night cycle and then slept one more time to get it today. So 1.5 day nights. So a day and a half of time has passed. Is that enough to make these guys spawn back in? Nah, I don't. I like the immersion, man. I don't need that. I don't mind chugging water. Like, that's coming from somebody that the whole stamina thing and overweight thing. Holy shit! It must have just been bad weather. Nighttime. But that's coming from somebody that dealt with the slog that it was being overweight in the old games. If you were overweight in the old games, dude, you were not sprinting. You would only be able to sprint for, like, I don't know, 3 seconds before the guy was absolutely so out of breath. Probably gonna have to do it twice. And I'm gonna get eaten by dogs, yada yada. So if any of you guys are just joining, we already ran through Call at Pripyat, and we got some good examples for my video here coming up. Essentially, if you've never played Call of Pripyat and you don't know how alife 1.0 works, you gonna learn today, boy. Well, maybe not today. Soon. As soon as that video gets edited. We followed squads around, asked them what they were doing. They told us where they were going. We followed them to that same exact location. Tell you what they're doing. They tell you where they're going. And guess what? They go and do that exact thing. And then we jumped here into Stalker 2 to try to replicate that same thing. Right off the bat, we can't. Because they don't tell us what they're doing. They don't have any tasks. And anytime we follow a group, they kind of just disband from each other and then standing and butt. Right now, what we're doing is we killed everybody in this depot, slept for a full day night cycle, and now we're coming back to see if the same people... It 100% resets artifacts. It shouldn't reset enemy spawns. It didn't in the previous. But it, like, the lore behind artifacts and shit is in a mission moves them around, and it takes and adds to the pool. This is already a good sign. Okay. Alright, so now I am absolutely confused. So I'm gonna take note of this, because here's the thing, I'm not done playing this game after this stream. I'm gonna continue to play Stalker throughout the week when I get home from work, when I don't have the stream camera on, and we're going to see how long in-game it takes for this to get repopulated, and by who. Because ultimately, these got repopulated. Like, for instance, dude, my mouse wheel is so busted. If we go to where guys killed the Kingpin, the bandit Kingpin, there's gonna be bandits here. There should be bandits here, at least. I haven't tried replicating this after patch 1.1, so now that I said that out loud, they could have fixed this.
Wanna grab some loot, Stalker?
Huh?
I have a job for you. 10 minutes tops, and we're done. Unless you chicken out, of course. I found a real chimera's lair. It's on the top of a hill.
Wonder if I put this off for now, if I can come back and he'll still be here.
I think.
If not, we're gonna quick save and come back to that guy. 'Cause I do want to do that. But for now, I gotta go over here for science. In the name of science, baby. Because, like I said, man, all I can go by is what happened pre-1.1. I haven't tested the exact thing. Clearly, we just slept the day-night cycle, and those guys didn't spawn back in. So, did they fix the issue where these bandits keep coming back to these locations? So the Brood, Commissary, and this main place here. If I hop this fence and bandits are here, I'm really gonna be confused. And if they're not here, I'm not only going to be confused, but I'm also going to be kind of bummed if nobody's here at all. I would like to see them get repopulated. Like they did in the old games. Not by bandits, but by, like, loners, by friendlies. I don't even think this is the right building. What building does he hang out in? Oh, I think this is the main building. Oh, fuck me. Well, I think that answers the question. Why do I have this in mind? I can see that's still an issue. Oh, I picked that up back at the depot. So how... Okay, so we have bandits. So they are still coming back here with without a leader, and even though they've all been wiped from existence. Interesting. I don't really know what to make. Fucking pseudo giant.
Cover me!
I hear something big. Logging around. A burr. Who the hell is this fuck cover me? Oh my god. I hear burrs. That's what they... Alright, so with that out of the way, let's go back to Mr. Chimera. After Mr. Chimera, you're going to go to the commissary, go to Brood, to see if they're still there. Well, I don't know what the hell is going on here. Really don't. Just seen a red arrow. It's just all. That's okay. I mean, I think that is the issue, Sticks, and that's like... Man, that's a fucking heartbreaker. Like, I get scripted spawns, but to have every point of interest, essentially, have scripted spawns, like every major point of interest have scripted spawns, that really sucks the immersion. Like, to the point where multiple times I've been able to roll up on a POI during stream, call out what's gonna be there before I even get there, and then it's actually... If none of you guys did this, guy's side quest, we're about to all find out together. This guy's talking shit. Oh, he fucking disappeared, bro. Oh no, there he is. Fuck are you? He's dancing. And that's what it seems like they're doing, man. Weren't you in my stream last night? We talked about that as well. Like, the fact that they're concentrated on DLC, out and about DLC, before the game is even fixed, worries me. I just want proper alife. I want a simulated world with simulated and tracked NPCs. Bring back the top 20 stalkers, bring back rankings, bring back statistics, bring back artifact hunting, bring back mutant hunting, bring back capture and defense in POIs.
Oh, it's you again.
Everything just feels super artificial, man.
Deal.
Everything feels
but
fake.
We split the artifacts evenly.
Even fine.
This guy's gonna fucking die, man. He does not look like he's equipped.
We're getting close. Got any food with you? You'll have to throw it away.
If you...
You're awfully fond of your food, I see.
Oh. My backpack's empty. I don't have any food.
Okay, we're ready now.
I think he's a lot.
I
think he's a bandit and he's luring me into a
trap. The lair's up there at the top.
Don't look very well equipped, Baron.
Hey, you hear that?
In fairness, I'm not.
Let's dance.
This ain't fucking chimeras, dude. These are meatballs. Bro, this is a flesh, not a chimera. That's a flesh, bro. Flesh. I don't have my rhino equipped. He don't give a shit that my gun's out. What you doing, man?
What the hell? There was supposed to be a Chimera's lair here. It's up high. There are fuel barrels all around.
Dude, we're about to get
just
ambushed.
like my teacher told me.
That's chimeras do.
Teacher? More like the ramblings of a madman.
Watch your mouth. Do you even know
Oh
who
my
you're
god,
talking
Lex
about?
the Legend,
I'm
aka
talking about
Snag,
Lex the
aka
Legend.
fucking, we
He
just
went to the
talked to
center of
him
the
in
zone
Call
with
of Pripyat
s.t.a.l.k.e.r.
today. He makes you get a case in Call of Pripyat, which is a death trap, and there's like, he takes everything in the case. He's
Oh, I know that guy. He's a fraud.
Snag is a fraud.
Always bullshitting rookies about the zone and the secrets of Stalker's success.
You're just jealous he gets to be the legend of the zone while you're a nobody. I'll deal with that Chimera one day. I'm not the type to give up easily, unlike some people. Beat it already. I don't need a partner like you.
I kind of feel bad for this guy, dude. He's gonna get himself killed out here in the zone. That. Alright, to the Brood. That was kind of a shitty little side quest. I hope something more comes to that. I hope I run into him. Down here. Okay, dude, that guy just took fucking 3-point blank M701s. I'm not being tactical at all, as you can see, dude. I'm just fucking... Oh, we're dropping frames. That's interesting. That's the first time that's happened. 0.2%. That's not that bad. How bad is the stream right now? Because OBS says that I'm dropping frames all of a sudden. Which is quite weird. It says that we got full connection though. Oh man, the bit rate. If I'm seeing what you, there we go. It should clear up here in a second. I'm wondering if it's because there's a bunch of shit going on the screen. Really makes sense though. That's nothing to Man, I've ruined my gear, dude, in these streams by absolutely not giving a fuck. Just standing out in the middle of nowhere, no tactical gameplay. Alright, so I'm calling it right now. We're gonna roll up here, there's gonna be bandits here. Bandits that I already killed. Mind you. A couple different times at this point. far in here. Like a bandit to me. We're not even at the main locale right here. We're gonna run up here. There's gonna be bandits out the edge. Not. Oh, okay. So this is the shit that I don't understand. Why have loners not moved? Like, what is this guy doing? It's taking him that long to... Especially because it's just like one fucking bandit. It's not as egregiously bad, though, as it was post... as it was pre 1.1. So what is happening is they are taking steps in the right... Because before that patch, I would come here, and this place would be loaded with bandits, all in the same spots. There would be one up here, there would be two guarding the door, there would be one sitting here by the boxes, and then this whole entire complex. Every single time I'd come back here. Whereas now, at least, it's a little more believable with only two guys hanging out here. Now, if I could have a perfect game, I would like to see stuff in lieu of what happened in the old games. So you clear this POI, and then slowly but surely, friendlies start to... So whoever really controls the region, which right now in Garbage, it's mainly the loners, the free stalkers, them start to run around and claim all this territory. But for the time being, it's better. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but it is better. Anybody know what this is? Like, that's supposed to be Psy, isn't it? That I just ran in. I noticed that I'll run into out in the open. What happens? This is the last location to check here in Garbage, and that is essentially commissary. Now, if you remember, I don't know if any played this part, but the commissary isn't even really bandits. They're more military geared. Like, they're kind of like a paramilitary group. So when we roll up here, I don't really know what to expect. Now, pre-patch, it was filled with the paramilitary group. Like the commissary. If we don't see that, and we see somebody else, that'll be a good sign. Who are you? Bandits.
Fuck up!
Shut up. So we're not at clear sky level. Oh, no, we got kind of like paramilitary-ish. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe what they were dressed as. But this is Roosevelt's office, right? Guy in this truck. So interestingly enough, There's still people here. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of anything. It is a step in the right direction. I will say that. I'm hoping that the next patch that we get is going to be fairly large in terms of alife. And if we're on track, there's definitely potential for it to be mostly fixed. And if that's the case, dude, we're like, this is gonna be an incredible fucking game, dude. Oh, you guys killed Bloodsucker to your face? That's impressive. Just fucking leaving your butt, though. So what we need right now is we need looting. So these guys need to loot bodies. Missing that. We're missing friendlies moving into cleared POIs. We need to get rid of the infinite spawn still, as I showcased last weekend at the skid assembly plant. SKD assembly plant. And really, just with those three things, I feel like... I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It's not... I mean, that'll put us really close to alife 1.0. We still need to give these guys tasks. Commands they can do. Or dialogue, rather than just the what's going on in the zone. As you've seen earlier in our Call of Pripyats. Ask them multiple questions. Ask them what they're doing, where they're... and then go there with it. So, I mean, there is kind of a laundry list of shit, but for the most part, we don't have that 100-meter bubble anymore. Despawns happen less. Spawns are still a problem, as you've seen at the depot. That group of military spawned right in the fucking middle of the depot. And just so you guys know, this is what I was talking about. If any of you guys watching the stream go up here on your own time, stay there for a full day-night cycle. And just prepare yourself. That's all I'm going to say. But ultimately, that's it. I got to wrap it up. The old lady's bitching. I appreciate you guys stopping by tonight, hanging out for a couple hours. I gotta go eat some food, maybe grab some ass, and have a good time, ultimately. Probably sitting on the couch, eating food from a TV dinner. Not a TV dinner, a TV tray. Sitting on the couch with a TV tray, eating dinner, watching TV. That's probably what's gonna happen. And then do some laundry. But I appreciate you guys. Look out for that video. I'm hoping mid-week. So by Wednesday. At the very, very latest, it'll be out Friday. And then, fuck. I think it just depends. It's either going to be in a s.t.a.l.k.e.r mode on Anomaly, which is where you occupy a new stalker's body every time you die, or warfare mode. Both of them are recorded. It just depends on which one I edit first. Probably a s.t.a.l.k.e.r mode, because nobody really posted that on YouTube. But we'll see. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Late.